The Strange Truth You Never Knew Part 21. Everything in the universe is always vibrating at a certain frequency, and so does man. Under a microscope, you can see the cells in your body are constantly vibrating. Similarly, your emotions also affect your own vibrational frequency. Emotions like love, sympathy, joy are emotions at high vibrational frequency. On the contrary, emotions like fear, anger, hatred are at low vibrational frequency. That's why you always feel heavy when you encounter painful events, anger or sadness, whatever. In this universe, if there are the same vibrational frequencies, they will attract each other, and humans are no exception. If you choose to live a life with a high vibrational frequency, you will attract people with the same level of thought, the same vibrational frequency as you, then the world around you will be full of positive things and vice versa. If you are a negative person, then around you will be full of negative people, struggling. You will always have a feeling of insecurity when living in that negative world. Nikola Tesla once said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think energy, frequency and vibration. The Strange Fact That You've Never Known Part 22. The concept of a light year is extremely crazy for humans. A light year is the distance that light can travel in a year. However, a few examples will show you how crazy the light year concept is. Recently, the Hubble Space Telescope observed a supernova explosion occurring in a nearby galaxy 70 million light years away from our galaxy. This means that this explosion happened 70 million years ago, and we can only see it now. Similarly, if there was a civilization 65 million light years away and would have a telescope that could observe the Earth, the view they would see would not be the world we live in, but the time of dinosaurs, because dinosaurs existed 65 million years ago. Even crazier, the light from the sun takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the Earth. For example, if for some reason the sun suddenly disappears, it will only be after 8 minutes and 20 seconds that we can see it disappear. The Strange Truth You've Never Known, Part 23. This place is considered the gate of hell. Looking from above, it's no different from a gate leading to hell. However, it is actually a cave that stored natural gas that collapsed many years ago, until 1971. A team of Soviet geologists surveyed this forest and discovered that it was emitting a large amount of toxic methane. So they decided to light a fire to release all the toxic gas in the cave. They calculated that the fire would be over in a few weeks. However, it has been 50 years, and the cave is still burning non-stop. And the scientists still haven't figured out why the Earth can hold such a large amount of methane. Strange Facts You Never Knew. Part 24. The next pandemic could possibly originate from melting polar ice caps. Recent studies show that enormous icebergs contain many ancient viruses, buried deep beneath the permafrost for thousands of years. However, global warming is causing rapid melting of old ice caps, and unintentionally releasing these ancient viruses into the environment. Some strains could be fatal in a short time due to their swift spread. They are completely new to science, thus no prevention or treatment methods exist. They're referred to as giant viruses because they contain a large amount of genetic material. This is a big deal, and scientists are increasingly detecting new species of ancient virus more often due to melting polar ice caps caused by climate change, some of which are still active and quickly infect host cells, even after being buried over 1,000 feet deep for 30,000 years under the permafrost. These giant ancient viruses are more dangerous, long-lasting, and harder to treat compared to many modern-day viruses. The Strange Truth You Never Knew. Part 25. Life on Earth will be decided within 500 million years. The universe appeared 13.8 billion years ago, and the Earth has been forming for 4.5 billion years. But in about half a billion years, the size of the sun will expand greatly and will definitely evaporate the entire ocean on Earth, which will make life no longer possible on Earth anymore. It means that life on our planet only has exactly 10% of the time left to continue to evolve out of the solar system. If 500 million years from now, humanity cannot leave Earth to find a new home, then the chance is high that all the life we have witnessed will disappear entirely and beyond the vast universe. There might have been civilizations that could not emigrate to other planets and accepted the destiny of being wiped out on their own planet. Strange Fact That You've Never Known Part 26. The bottomless river in the Philippines. It runs straight into the Philippine Sea, but no one knows where the source of the river begins. Where does it come from? Many experts believe that it originated from an underground cave system deep beneath the Earth's surface. It got its name because no one has been able to reach the bottom of this river. There's an odd fact that some professional divers were tasked to dive as deep as possible to explore the bottom of this river. However, they say that when they dive to a certain depth, they encounter a very strong current acting like an invisible barrier, preventing them from going any deeper. Even more terrifying, local authorities prohibit people from visiting after 5 p.m. due to spiritual concerns. The Strange Fact That You've Never Known, Part 27, demonstrates that ancient civilizations might have possessed advanced technologies. First is the Hathor Temple in Aikap. There, a sculptural piece called the Dendie lighting, whose design noticeably mirrors the filament light bulb technology we use today. The second location is the Feather Serpent Pyramid in Mexico, which worships a deity from the sky. Nothing noteworthy until 2003, when a curious scientist found a pipe leading to a hidden vault beneath this pyramid. He unearthed statues, marble masks, jewel-studded eyes, and especially a large amount of mercury. Electrodes found in nature are fairly rare. Interestingly, in the ancient Sanskrit records of the Indians, it's mentioned that their deities also used this substance to power the engines of their aircraft called Vimana. Third is an ancient ghost astronaut in the Mayan Empire's pyramid. There's a stone slab there that is embellished with an etching that is older than the pyramid itself. What's odd about this etching is that it depicts a person operating an engine using both hands with their nose connected to what might be an air supply tube and combustion fuel being ejected from the machine's bottom. Not only that, this kind of engine also appears all over the world in various civilizations and The Strange Truth You Never Knew, Part 28 of The Golden Prince, are these gigantic generators. These creations were made by ancient civilizations all over the world, and a few of them, moreover, we have not yet discovered them all. What we are taught about pyramids is that they are just a resting place for kings or emperors, yet there is no evidence of the existence of tombs within the pyramids. However, the evidence of the ancient civilization's use of electrical energy is very clear. For example, the Dendie light bulb and the Bada battery. Remarkably, the Pyramid of Giza in Egypt was constructed using granite, a type of rock that contains quartz crystals. These crystals can produce electrical energy and pyramidal volume. That is a powerful generator providing endless energy through the Earth's vibration frequency, particularly the top of the pyramid, which is covered in gold. This golden tip is the connection enabling the energy to be released directly into the Earth's ionosphere, and Nikola Tesla was successfully able to duplicate this method of generating electricity based upon the pyramid's operating principle. He vowed to provide free electricity to the entire world. However, his project was suddenly terminated and destroyed because his sponsor was J.P. Morgan, the chairman of a global oil company, and Tesla's free electricity would mean the complete collapse of the oil industry. The Strange Truth You Never Knew, Part 29. It's possible that we are living in a simulated world, and humans are greatly limited within this simulation. All our senses have evolved to gather and receive data from the external environment to send back to the brain. Our eyes have evolved to receive light from the electromagnetic spectrum, and then it will transmit that data back to the brain for analysis and storage. However, what we can see is just a small portion of the broad electromagnetic spectrum. Similarly, our ears are also limited to the audible frequency range from 20 Hz to 20 kHz, and it's also just a tiny fragment within the sound frequency spectrum, and that's why we can't hear most animals. Hard to believe, but animals can communicate among themselves. Even some species can sing, but we can't hear it because the frequency they emit is beyond the human audible range. Even more mind-boggling, plants can do the same. Many species of plants can communicate among themselves. Some even scream when they lack water, and even more, they can also communicate with insects. The Strange Truth You Never Know, Part 30. The intelligence of the bird species is unusually high, possessing intelligence equivalent to a 7-year-old human. They can independently create and utilize simple tools, and even solve tasks that require multiple complex steps. Furthermore, they have an exceptionally good memory, and they can remember the faces of each individual, particularly those who have previously harmed them. If you harm these birds, they will monitor and remember your face to warn other birds in their flock, even passing it on to future generations. They will never fly over locations where their flock members have been killed. More astonishingly, these birds have their own legal system, with many of them circling a wrongdoer and punishing it for crimes like murder or food theft. A few studies have demonstrated that they are not only aware of their own intelligence, but they also actively question their surroundings in order to expand their understanding.